Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Dear Venerable Sangha, dear Buddhist ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the English news transmission on the online TV weekly Buddhist newsreel, a comprehensive channel. Here are the headlines of major Buddhist news of the week. Announcement calling for donation for buying healthcare equipment fighting against fatal epidemic COVID-19. Venerable THICH QUANG gives away his heart in support of COVID-19 prevention. GIANG, Sùng Đức Pagoda in QUČC Island starts groundbreaking for construction of Great Jewel Shrine. Bắc Ninh, Kim Ngưu Pagoda Priest distribute protective masks, dry hand sanitizer, and medical pharmaceutical stuff for people. Nghệ An Thái Pagoda accompanies with the local government to prevent virus COVID-19. Ho Chi Minh City, supporting to the blind people, orphans, in the for prevention of epidemic COVID-19. And hereafter are the news in details.
Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Executive Council number 066 TBHDTS Socialist Republic of Vietnam Independence, Freedom, Happiness Hanoi, March 17, 2020. Announcement subject donation for buying healthcare equipment fighting against fatal epidemic COVID-19. For the kind attention of Department, Institute of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Executive Committees of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha across Vietnam, monasteries of private sectors. Dear monks, nuns, and Sangha, in the happenings of the complicated fatal epidemic of respiratory infections caused by the new strain of coronavirus, COVID-19, a worldwide outbreak in more than 158 countries and territories, has been killing thousands of people. The World Health Organization has declared COVID-19 a pandemic. With the spirit of anti-epidemic like fighting against enemy, with the efforts of political system, the government, ministries, social organizations, and the whole community, our Vietnam has gained remarkable anti-epidemic results at the beginning stage, which was highly appreciated by the world and trusted by our people and the social community. The Prime Minister expressed that this was a crucial period, a golden period in the fighting campaign against the COVID-19 pandemic in Vietnam, which was infected from various sources of infection. The Prime Minister called on every citizen to be an anti-epidemic fortress and at the same time called on the whole society to focus resources to win the pandemic to protect the life and safety of everyone. The Standing Committee of the Executive Council of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha called on the Buddhist monks and nuns, Buddhist followers to continue exemplary in implementing the instructions and requirements from the National Steering Committee for the prevention and fighting against COVID-19, from the Ministry of Health in preventing and fighting against epidemics, voluntarily declaring health, not organizing mass gatherings at worshiping facilities, not spreading unreliable information. And with the compassionate spirit of Buddhism, the tradition of solidarity of the whole nation, dedicating to donating money to buy medical equipments, goods, and necessities, and setting them to help people in the isolation centers. Let's take action now to join hands with both the government system and the social community to defeat this pandemic. For reason of infection prevention, please kindly be noted to departments, central institutes, Vietnam Buddhist Sangha of provinces, cities, monasteries, monks and nuns, Buddhist followers, that it is encouraged not to organize any kind of relief mission trips or charity trips. All the donation or merit action should be through the Central Office of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha or the Fatherland Front Committee of the province or city to have unified plan. All contact or donation please send to the account of the Sangha. Office of Central Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, QUÁNG Pagoda, address 73 QUÁNG Pagoda, Hoàn Kiếm District, Hanoi City, Vietnam. Beneficiary name, Văn phòng Trung ương Giáo hội Phật giáo Việt Nam, account number 10401 6003069, Bank Vietinbank Hanoi Branch. Office Number 2 of Central Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Thiền viện Quảng Đức Monastery. Address 294 Nam Kỳ Khởi Nghĩa Street, Ward 8, District 3, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Beneficiary name: Văn phòng 2 Trung ương Giáo hội Phật giáo Việt Nam. Account number 11605999. Bank: Vietinbank Branch Number 3, Ho Chi Minh City. Recipients as above: Committee of the Central Vietnam Fatherland Front, Government Committee for Religious Affairs. For filing Office 1, Office 2. On behalf of the Standing Committee, Chairman, signed, Most Venerable Thích Thiện Nhơn.
With the merciful spirit of Buddhism, the tradition of solidarity of the nation, Venerable Thích Quang, Vice Chairman of the Sangha Administration Council, Head of the Central Committee of Information and Communication of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, has given away his heart in support of 500 million Vietnam dong to buy medical equipment and essential necessities and ship the lot in a timely manner to support the people in the quarantine isolation area.
The Prime Minister Nguyễn Xuân Phúc says this was a peace period, the golden phase in the campaign against the COVID-19 pandemic in Vietnam, various sources of infection. The Prime Minister calls on every citizen to be an anti-epidemic fortress, and at the same time call on the whole society to focus resources to win over the pandemic to protect the life and safety of everyone. Responding to the appeals of the standing committees of the Buddhist Sangha Administration Council calling on Buddhist monks and nuns, Buddhist compatriots to exemplify the implementations of the instructions and requirements of the National Steering Committee for Prevention and Fight of COVID-19, of the Ministries of Health in preventing and fighting against the epidemic, voluntarily making medical declaration, not organizing mass gatherings at worshipping establishments, nor distributing fake news without verification through reliable sources. During the process of setting up and depending the country, building and developing the country, Buddhism has been a religion that always accompanies the nation. Facing the ups and downs of history, before the destinies of the country, the communities of monks and nuns and Buddhists throughout the country need to share a spirit of solidarity and creativity to overcome the difficulties, striving to make Vietnam peaceful, prosperous, and equanimity. Sincere gratitude is attended to the Venerable's merit.
On the morning of March 12, 2020, on the Pathos Day of QUÁNG Bodhisattva Sùng Đức Pagoda GIANG solemnly held the groundbreaking ceremony for construction of Great Jewel Shrine.
In witness, it was honored to have Most Venerable Thích Minh Nhẫn, member of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, standing vice chairman of the Provincial Buddhist Sangha, Bhadanda Thích Tuệ Giải, member of Central Committee for Information and Communication, deputy secretary, cum chief of office of Administration Board, head of Department Information and Communication of the Provincial Buddhist Sangha, Bhadanda Thích Tuệ Tánh, member of the Central Committee for Information and Communication, deputy of the Provincial Information Committee of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Bhadanda Thích Phước Thiền, abbot of SANG Đức Pagoda, head of the organization committee with reverend monks and nuns, the sponsorship board, and more than 200 Buddhists amongst the attendants. Bhadanda Thích Phước Thiền briefed over the process of formation and development of SANG Đức Pagoda, as well as the work of Buddhism activities and monastic activities of the pagoda. Bhadanda reviewed through the construction plan and enlisted the items for restoration. The project is planned in 4 phases with a total budget of over 8 billion Vietnam dong. Most Venerable Thích Minh Nhẫn praised the Venerable's vow, praised the help of the local authority, which had joined hands with the local people and Buddhists. At the same time, Most Venerable also called on all companies, businesses, donors to give away their support to the project so that it could soon be accomplished as a wish. At the end of the program ceremony, the venerable dignitaries perform a sprinkling for purification as a part of groundbreaking ceremony. The ceremony closed in the joy of entire ashram congregation.
In response to the call of the Central Vietnam Fatherland Front, Ministry of Health, People's Committee of Bắc Ninh Province, Buddhist Administration Council of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, on the morning of March 16, 2020, Kim Ngu Pagoda, Bắc Ninh Province, in collaboration with Hanoi Community Health Care Education Center, the government agencies, the Fatherland Front of GIANG Mill Village, distributed free masks, epidemic prevention products for households in GIANG Mill Village.
Participating in the events, there were Vedanta Thích Giác Giáo, deputies of the Divisions of Preservation and Development of Cultural Heritage of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Central Committees on Cultures of the Buddhist Sangha, heads of the organization board, Mr. Vũ Việt Anh, Vice Chairman of the Vietnam Associations of Community Healthcare Education, Chairman of the Management Boards of Hanoi Community Healthcare Education Center, heads of delegation, Nguyễn Quang Bình, directors of the Central Female Choice Stock Company, and the Drug Telephone Products dealers also gave away 200 bottles of dry hand sanitizers. Kim Ngu Pagoda and Hanoi Community Health Education Center distributed nearly 200 medical masks, hand wash sanitizer, physiological saline fluid, and the participants also measured body temperatures for the local people. The distribution took place successfully with hopes from the heart and minds of Kim Ngu Pagoda and benefactor to the people to have partly repelled the COVID-19 pandemic for stabilizations of the livelihood and economy.
On March 15, 2020, An Thái Pagoda in NGẻo Province implemented disinfectant spray under the direction of the Prime Minister and the circular issued by Vietnam Buddhist Sangha on prevention of acute respiratory infections caused by the new strain of the new coronavirus and on preventive measures as recommended by the Minister of Health.
Vedanta Thích Minh Hải, abbot of An Thái Pagoda, has cooperated closely with Health Department of Quỳnh Lưu District, People's Committee of Quỳnh Long Commune to spray and disinfect for the first phase of disinfection in areas such as the Shrine Hall, Buddhist Patriarch's Altar, Fort Gratitude Altar, and Priest Dormitory, and the guest hall with chloramine B disinfectant solution. The abbot also took practical actions such as distributing thousands of masks from the beginning of the season to the visitors and guiding Buddhist prayers on how to be careful and limit the possibility of spreading the virus to help protect families, siblings, relatives, and the community. Vedanta, the abbot, also hoped the Buddhists would always take care of their health and join hands to fight off the acute respiratory infection caused by the new strain of coronavirus by means of small but practical actions to protect themselves and their families and the community.
At the present time, when the whole country and the government join hands to prevent and fight against the epidemic of COVID-19, we have been facing a lot of types of difficulties, especially the economical difficulties of all poor people, the disability, orphans in society. In that spirit, on the morning of March 15, 2020, the Từ Tâm Humanitarian Center, under the Central Red Cross of Vietnam, organized a volunteer Buddhist delegation to offer 100 gifts to the blind people who are in a very difficulties while the COVID-19 pandemic is very complicated now.
Participating the gift offering trip, there were most venerable Thích Truyền Tứ, members of Commander, members of Executive Boards of Vietnam Cambodia Branch Association, directors of Từ Tâm Humanitarian Center, Mr. Trần Thiện Thanh Tâm, và directors of Từ Tâm Humanitarian Center, together with philanthropists to offer gifts which are full of loving care. On the same day, the delegation visited the Lang Trai Humanitarian Center in Xuân Quế Commune, Cam Mỹ District, Đồng Nai Province to distribute food, cakes, meals to 250 orphans and disabled elderly people. Now, in high times of the epidemic, it's more and more difficult. Here, Venerable THICH Bổn, directors of Lang Trai Humanitarian Center, welcomed the delegation and expressed gratitude to the delegation for contributing to the center in helping to nurture unhappy lives. The representatives of the center expressed gratitude to the delegation and wish peace during the times of decree during the COVID-19 epidemic.
Venerable Sangha, ladies and gentlemen, the last news has started this weekly newsreel. Thank you for your attention and following. Goodbye and see you in the next program on PSO TV channel. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha.